It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new... I don't know the third word. However, I've analysed my last games. I realised I lost my composure. And we're back. And we're going to be doing 30-minute games. Because clearly 10-minute games wasn't enough. I kept running out of time. We're currently sat at 880 ELO. I hope you can see that. It does say it right there where my mouse is. And obviously when I press play, it will show the opponent's ELO. So without further ado, let's get into this. 853. Okay, we're whites. So we're going in with the Harte Italian. We're going to try not to overcomplicate it too much. And we're just going to play. We're just going to play. So this is all part of the Italian opening. He has pushed his pawn forward, so we can't get that. However, we've developed 3 pieces. He's developed none. We get our castle in. That could only be good signs. You know what I mean? He jumps in. It's not really threatening too much there. And then we could push forwards. Okay. We could push forwards. And if he takes, we take his queen. At that point, he can only take with his castle, king. Then we get our castle in, and his king's exposed the whole game. I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. If he doesn't take, he's going to have to think about doing something with this knight. Okay, let's get the queens off the board. Like I say, he's got to take with that. Then we get our castle in. Automatically, that puts us in a better position than him. Now we can bring our bishop out, pin in the knight, connect the rooks. That's a good start. Let's not get cocky. Okay. Before we pin that knight, let's pin this knight. He's also blocked himself in. That doesn't really help him at all. He's got his bishop, but at this point it's not really doing much. We can always back. So let's do what we said we were going to do. At this point, I'll be willing to trade pieces and just... Okay, maybe not. I'm thinking push this pawn forward just to prevent this knight from coming in. If he comes into e4, we can take with our knight. It's just this square. So right now, is there anything better than that before we do that? I could take, but then actually... I could take this pawn on e5. He can't take with his knight because it's pinned by my rook. However, the problem with that is I can't really follow up the attack. Well, I could actually. I could follow it up. This is what I'm thinking. Take. I don't know what he's going to do at that point. Probably move his knight. If he does, we'll take his bishop. I just feel like trading pieces at this point is okay because where his king is and where our king is. But if we can try and take a piece without losing a piece, that's even better. which is why I would like to push the rook forward and then bring the second one behind it, creating a barricade, I think it's called, on his king, which means at that point it'll be... See, basically, if we had both rooks on these squares, this is what the plan would be. Take with the rook. I feel like we're a move too slow, though. And I don't want to give up this pawn. But then if I remove the pawn, I remove the defender. And then when he moves, we have to take. And I'm not really seeing a better sort of game plan than that. Like I say, I would like to do this, but I think we lose momentum if we do it. What could he do if we do that? Push. Hop in. I suppose it could work. Let's do it. If he pulls that in, we'll just take... Okay. Okay, so now we've lost rights. We've lost the privilege. And that's why you can't play hope chess. Because now we've lost momentum. All I'm seeing is drop, push, attack. He hops in. We take. If he pushes again, probably have to hop in, put pressure on. Take. He takes. We take. If he pushes down, what's that done? Okay, so he's lost the barricade. I didn't mean to do that. That was a mouse slip. But AO, we deal. Okay, so now I'm thinking, we take, he takes, we take. Actually, yeah. Gets bishop off the board. I'd like to push up. Actually, if we throw in the knight, he might take, then we take and also put pressure on his rook. See if we can bait him. He's moving fast, so he might just go for it. He might be angry. Yeah. Now we've got pressure on his rook. Okay, seeing that. I don't like the fact that my king's on a back rank now. Now we're just down to this. However, his king is still in the open, which... That's why I'm okay for trading pieces. Because I'm like, well, your king's in the open. We've both got the same colour white squared. Pardon me. Rooks. I'm thinking, if I come across, he's going to think I'm going to attack that, so he'll probably move it. At which point we can just come up and put some pressure on the king, but then he's probably just going to move up, which does nothing for us. It just gives him an escape route, doesn't it? Whereas if I come across here, he's probably going to push that. So we could do a force move, like just make him do a random move just to break up that where he's trying to hide behind. And if he doesn't push it, we can ultimately go up and take it. There you go. So now we've broken it. Okay. I want to prevent his pawns from being able to push down the board now. So, obviously, his bishop can only move on white squares, which his pawns are blocking. So, if we can prevent him from pushing onto blue squares, inevitably that just takes his bishop out the game. Not only that, but you can't bring that rook across because I can take it. But then my rook's sort of out the game here, which I don't like. But let's just do that move first because I can always drop back. Come across. Okay, so what, he wants to trade? I don't really want to trade right now, to be honest. I feel like that does nothing for us. I could drop back one. But then he could push two forwards and do a double whammy, which I wouldn't want. At that point, I'm thinking, maybe we do just trade. Since we do have the safer king, I suppose. And we control the two open files. And if he pushes, he basically leaves that unattended. So now I can throw in a check. And then try and come back and get these. He has to move that king. I wasn't expecting him to go there. Damn, you don't want that, boy. Back rank things. He's probably gonna get behind me. No, he didn't. He's going for the back rank. Me no likey, me no likey. See what I'm saying? Now he's probably going to go behind that. Which he won't be able to do because obviously I'm about to take this one, which will protect this. But then I suppose he could get that one. Okay. My trail of thought is, if we can get in front of this king, he's going to have to run it up there, isn't he? All of a sudden I'm losing the pressure. But if I can get behind this pawn, I also don't want him to be able to bring that in, because he brings that rook in. He might be able to get down here and cause some damage if he pushes these pawns. I suppose I could just push up and put some pressure on this rook. And then where are you going to go? It will prevent you moving this one. And that's sort of good enough for me right now. It's good enough for me right now. Where can you go there? At that point, then I'll drop down and get this. Oh no. I need him off this rank before I can do that. I suppose I could push up one. Okay. So now if I drop down and swing in, you're going to have to take, and then I take. Doesn't really do anything for me again. Pretty well shielded, to be fair. What can I do here? Think. I think I need to get this rook back down into the game. Try and draw this down or something. Now I've allowed you in. You've only got to go to there. And I'm in check. You come across. Or do you want to take this? If he moves that off this rank, we can always throw in a check. Let's prevent any more movement there. That was instinctive. I don't even have an answer for why I just done that. He could push that. We would have to just take it, I suppose. Pardon me. Always keeping an eye on. If I push there now and he comes, I take. Feel like we need to get one of his rooks off the boards. Had to be done. And I'll take with the pawn. And then if we can try and get our pawn home free, and we cause it, we got enough defenders, the Three Musketeers, that'll dilly-dally do us. Oh, Schneisenhagen. If I just come across, we're in the same predicament. You can't get anywhere. No, that was a bad move. That was a bad move for him. I'm sure it was. Because how do you get out of that now? If you drop down, I just go up. Then you take, and then I go up again. Oh, I could even just... Unless he's got some Hikari Nakamura skills, I can't see how he's going to do me that. Now I can take... Keep that king in the middle. Okay. I might be able to bait him there. Potato pie. Potato pie. I might be able to potato pie him. Push. Hang on. Push. Take. Run. No, that didn't work because now he can run. I have to take that. If he drops, I push up. This ain't good. This ain't good, Potter. Go up. Try and take... If he pushes, I take... Do you know what? Let's get behind this and just run it up. What we're doing here. And then if he takes it, we'll just take him. We're square in front. We're square in front. I think we've got him. I think we might have him. I think we might have him, guys. I can feel it. I feel it surging through my veins. We've got him. We've got him. I take. You take. I push. You push. I push, you push, I push. You push. I check. It's going to be dangerous, but it can be done. I come down, put you in check. Oh, I'm in check. What the hell? I need to be careful here that he doesn't put me on a square where he forks me. Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. I got too excited too soon. Too excited too soon. Now he can just keep checking me till the end of time. I might be able to force a draw. At very least. I see what I'm saying. Got to keep these together. At all costs. Do I get greedy? Do I get greedy? If I push there, and he goes there, can't really do nothing. Let's just settle for a draw. Let's just settle for a draw. I'll take a draw. Bro, leave it out. You dare give me a chance. And it's over for you. One more move and it's a draw. I'll take a draw at this point. I can't even lie. There you go. There you have it. A draw. Game review. Let's see how we got on. When you're ready. Damn. I played with at 80% and he played 80% with the game rating of 1,450 ELO. And so did he. So this is what I'm up against. So when you sat there going, you suck. This is hard, bro. No mistakes. That was an error. What did it want me to do? Explain. So it wanted me to take the bishop and put him in check. The follow-up move was he took. Then I took. So I got my piece back. Yeah, alright. But this is what really happened. He did loads of great moves. You know what I mean? This guy was no mug. No mug. No mug. But there you have it. That concludes another episode. And my rating is 879. And we're going to get straight into another episode after this. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 elo.